This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
How do you top your love for your cat? With a cascade of decadent savory gravy over a mouth-watering mousse pâté. Fancy Feast gems. 2 gourmet pâtés in one convenient pack. Simply peel and plate to reveal a pyramid shape that makes eating delightful and pamper her with an experience as extraordinary as she is. Turn the everyday into the extraordinary with Fancy Feast gems.
Which airline is the best for business class? This is a masterclass for entrepreneurs who view every mile as an investment. Imagine stepping off a 13-hour overnight flight and walking straight into a multi-million-dollar pitch meeting, clear-eyed, focused, and ready. That isn't luck, it's strategy. The airline you choose for business class can determine how sharp you are when you deal with your clients, right? Or your deal is on the line. Now, today, we're exploring how entrepreneurs can leverage premium cabins, not just for comfort, but as a competitive business tool as well. We're going to dive in today because this is important to our entrepreneurs. Yes, we have an exciting show for you guys. Business class as a profit center. Why smart entrepreneurs treat premium cabins as an investment? We then discuss this. Productivity, ROI, return on investment. Flatbed and a reliable Wi-Fi let you prepare for contracts or investments and investors. Investor decks mid-flight can actually deliver your work. Health and longevity. Very important. Better air filtration, reduce jet lag, and more rest with fewer sick days and better decision making. That is very important. Tactics as to stay in health because you're traveling a lot. Brand perception. And I know people don't think about that, but very important. Arriving polished sends a message to partners and clients. You are the brand. Your travel choices represents the brand, right? Let me give you a numbers example. All right, let's compare a $7,000 ticket versus a loss of $25,000 on a contract of $25,000, because you might have arrived exhausted, jet lagged, and without energy. You compare to the numbers, right? Now, a startup founder who closed a $3 million funding round in Singapore after finalizing slides and rehearsing a pitch during a Delta One transatlantic flight. Can you imagine that? You fly to Singapore to make a $3 million deal, and you're comfortable on such a long flight to be able to check through your slide decks and go through all your paperwork and check your computers and make sure everything is okay. All your documents are intact. That is what a professional does. Preparation, right? But preparation and timing with, that's when success comes about. Don't forget that, right? Now, today's episode, guys, is brought to you by something. I keep the travel set in my carry-on, so every hotel feels like my home. Yes, I start carrying my bedsheets on the travel. Link in the show notes for exclusive deals from Island Vacation Travel discounts. You could use our code and you could visit Cozy Earth and use our discount code island vacation. And that's in one word. Visit cozier, that is COZY, earth.com and use our discount code Island Vacation. Let them know we sent you. All right. Next, let's continue for our podcast. Guys, regional airline leaders for entrepreneurs. Let's discuss this. For North America, we have Delta One Suites. It provides privacy doors and a rock solid US network. It's easy to navigate around and get through the different hubs. Next, you have United Polaris. They have very spacious lounges and consistent Wi-Fi, ideal for last-minute contract edits. Right now, I must say I haven't been to most of those lounges. I mean, Delta's lounge is amazing. Delta One Suites. Right? Next, we have on the list American Airlines flagship direct links from business hubs like New York and Dallas to Europe and Asia. And if you're in business, you know how important New York is, as well as Dallas, not forgetting Europe, and of course, the capital of all, Asia. So American Airlines is reliable for that. When it comes to Europe, we have a few different airlines over there. So for my Europe listeners, we're going to give you some advice as well. And if you're traveling to Europe, most likely you're going to do some business out there. British Airways Club Suites. That's what to check out for us with British Airways. Private doors, pub, Heathrow connectivity for cross-continent meetings. You could travel anywhere around the world from Heathrow Airport. Yes, that's in London, England, right? Next, you have on the list Air France Business. Similar to Delta, fine dining doubles as client entertainment while traveling together. That is their perks with Air France Business Suites. Now, we're just going to swing over to Asia and the Middle East. We have Singapore Airlines Business, and they offer hospitality culture that teaches leadership in service. One of the next airlines that we're going to discuss is very famous on TikTok, which is Qatar Airways Q Suites. They're literally offering an office in the sky with movable panels for team or private work. Can you imagine that you're traveling with your team and you need to have a quick meeting and you need to bring everyone in, and you could just move panels and actually be able to do that right on the plane. You have showers, privacy, lounges, bags, and all different type of stuff. I think we're going to take a trip on one of them sometime soon. Next, we have on the list ANA, The Room. Enormous seat width and Japanese precision service, right? Top of the line. And the room. Now, we also have Alliance Advantage. SkyTeam, Star Alliance, unword how to use Alliance to maintain status. Earn miles, guys, across carriers and gain access to global lounge networks everywhere around the world, all airports, most airports, right? Current Airlines develop a weighted entrepreneur index. Very important. 40% seat design and privacy, 25% connectivity and onboard tech, 20% lounge quality and global footprint, 15% loyal economics. Right now, within those airlines and those suites, top performers are the Qatar Q Suites. And you could just guess it. Qatar is top of the line. The Saudis have put the bar way up there. Next, we have Singapore. I expect that. Next on the list, we have Delta One. And I know people are familiar with Delta One already, but you also have Singapore Airlines and Qatar Q Suites, which are even better than Delta One. Next on the list, you have ANA, The Room. Next on the list, you have Air France. right? New business class. Beautiful, right? Now, let's discuss why one inconsistent aircraft type can derail productivity and how to avoid it by checking seat maps and aircraft rotations. Very important. Before I do that, we're just gonna go ahead and take a quick break. If you are planning a high-risk business trip, guys, you want to go ahead and visit islandvacas.com, ISLANDVACAS.com. We specialize in finding premium fares and hidden upgrade routes that protect your time and budget, right? And if you do not want to use an agent, you could also book it direct. We have a great partnership with Expedia and Hotels.com as well as Vigo.com, right, guys? Now, if you're traveling for business, whether you're a small business or a big business, you gotta master the game of booking. Let's discuss it. Credit card strategy. Leverage American Express Business Platinum, your Chase Inc. card, or your Capital One Venture X for points transfer. Don't forget that. Very important. World Sweet Pulse, Virgin Atlantic for Anna, Venka for US to Europe, and Fly Blue monthly promo awards, right? Now, there are also corporate discount for small teams. I'm going to give some tips on how to negotiate with airline sales reps, even if you're 5-person startup, because there is businesses that's 1 to 10 people. That'll be a small business, in my opinion, right? You could go for Fifth Freedom flights. And you should be taking notes right now. Fly luxury at economy prices. Example, Singapore Airlines, JFK to Frankfurt, Germany, right? Fifth Freedom flights. Don't forget to explain that to the rep. Now, you have productivity prep, automated alerts with expert flyer and set calendar blocks for in-flight work. As you to get comfortable in those seats, comfortable in those suites. You want to make sure time management. So you're right on point and above and on top of everything that you need to do. You have rehearsals and everything. So by the time you land in your destination, you're ready to go functioning and also focus. Quick plug, Neuroga on your mints. You can check it out on our TikTok shop, right? Now, guys, if you're finding value in these insights, share the Island Vacation Travel podcast with a fellow entrepreneur ready to elevate their travel strategy. You could hear what I'm actually discussing, right? Now, you check out our website, www.islandvacays.com, and share for calling. Yeah, now, guys, final verdict and emerging trends. Overall, 2025 winners. Qatar Airways, as I told you, secure suites, unsurpassed privacy, service, and not forgetting global reach. Best U.S. domestic choice would be Delta One Suites. That's hands down. With reliability and lounge excellence. Less cancellations, and the lounge is superb. That's in America, right? Now, next gen trends, sustainable aviation fuel initiatives, private suite cabins on ultra long haul flights. You know how it is when you're on these long haul flights. Not forgetting city pairs like New York to Bangkok non-stop, creating fresh opportunities for global entrepreneurs. These are just some of the things coming. Not forgetting direct to St Lucia to have a very good clue that conventions are going to be redirecting out there. There's a lot to do out there. Now, guys, your seat in the sky is more than comfortable. It's leverage. Choose the right airline, and you're not just flying. You're investing in clarity, confidence, and also growth. Don't forget that. Now, I am your host, Al Philogen. Until next time, keep traveling smart and building boldly. Do not forget that. And keep charging out to the world and changing.
Whether it's in Drive, Dropbox, Slack, or that folder called Ugh, Dropbox Dash finds it fast. Smart Search. Built for messy humans. Learn more at dropbox.com/dash.